Hello and welcome to Dear Love Talk, the show that aims to answer your questions on anything to do with relationships. With me, James.
And Helena.
And we take our years of working with couples and relationships and we aim to make things clear by answering questions really directly.
Yes, and you can email us on questions@lovetalkshow.tv, okay? First question is from Hannah from Western Supermare. And she says, I struggle with serious confidence issues, but I really believe that this will go when I meet someone who will love me. How do I go about finding someone? Now, Hannah, I think that you've got it wrong there. You know, this is what I advise women usually. You have to work on yourself first. You have to be a happy person. You have to be confident. You need to invest in yourself and then think about being in a relationship. Why? Because no one will, this thing that people think, when I find that person, that person will love me and that it's going to be it. It doesn't work like this.
And I understand the thought process behind it because some people think, look, I think I'm fat, or I think I'm short, or whatever. I don't like my eyes, my face. But if I find someone who loves me and tells me every day how beautiful I am, then these things will no longer be an issue. And this is not true. Because even if you have someone who tells you every day how beautiful you are and how great you look, all this stuff is still bottled up inside you. So the truth is that you need to overcome this personally. And then when you are with someone, you will feel, you don't need the person to make you feel beautiful or to make you feel that you have these issues and you can cope with them because you've overcome them already.
And it's so dangerous for you to rely on someone to be happy, to be confident, and everything else that you think you lack. It's so dangerous because, what if that person leaves you? What if that person doesn't love you the way you thought he would love you? So it means your world will end. It's going to be very depressing. It's going to be very I don't even know the word. It's going to be terrible. It's like you're giving your life. When you expect someone to help you be more confident, be stronger, and to, let's say that my husband is always encouraging me and telling me how good I am, but what about when he stops doing that? What if...
Absolutely. That's the whole point. So Hannah, I think you need to rethink the way you evaluate that. The truth is that if you have all these issues, deal with them. And when you meet the right person, when you meet someone and the person loves you, then you won't have to cope with that because you've dealt with that before, okay? The next question comes from one of our attendees of the Love Talk Live meeting. By the way, if you've never come to our Love Talk Live seminars, you're our guest. We get together every Saturday at 7 o'clock in Finsbury Park at the Rainbow Theatre, just outside the tube station. So you can look up our address at the Love Talk Show website and we'd love to see you there. So this person says, hi guys, I'm 18 years old and I really believe in marriage and hope one day to have a happy family. What is the best age for someone to marry? Right, the correct age for someone to marry is 21 years old. Just joking. It's not true. The truth, there were some people
a lot younger than that. So.
Yeah, and there were some people now who are panicking. My gosh, I'm 27. What can I do now? The truth is that there isn't a specific age to get married. Getting married depends on a few different factors. Number one, meeting a suitable partner. Don't get married just because you feel that your age is catching up with you, right? If you do meet someone who, this person has a lot of qualities and you've got to know this person and you really like them, then perhaps this is something to consider. Now, whether you're 21 or whether you're 41 or 51, it doesn't matter. Hopefully, you will take that step when you feel you are at a time in your life where your life is stable and you met someone who could be a good match.
Absolutely. Well, there's another question. It's from Sanji Strom from London. And it says, I have this girl that I am interested in and I really like her, but I'm not sure if she likes me back. How should I proceed? Well, I'm not a man, but I am a lady, and I would love if James liked me, for him to approach me and say hello, you know, at least, you know, become friends with me, and maybe if you are already friends, maybe for you to tell me how you feel, because that's nice. I wouldn't want to miss out.
Yeah, and you know, I think this question is interesting because even now there are people who, for example, I remember when I was at school, we had this thing, if you liked someone, you'd write them a note, right? And you get someone to pass the note on to the person. And nowadays people do that through text, they do that through email.
It's not the same.
Yeah, or Facebook message. And it's not the same, it wasn't even good when people would write notes. That doesn't work. You have to wait for the person to get back to you. The best way is to go up to that person and say, listen, you know what, I like you. What do you think what do you think about us getting together and having a chat and getting some coffee? Like I'm drinking some coffee here today to help me with my hay fever. Hopefully it's gonna help, right? And that's how things start.
Yes, well, I am sure that you don't want it to happen is that, you know, you miss out on the opportunity to hear a yes from her. You never know. Imagine if you never said anything. If you never said anything, maybe, you know, many years along the line, you're gonna regret. You're gonna think, oh, hold on, maybe if I had approached her, we could have been married now and have a family. You never know. So, be brave, okay? If she doesn't see you that way, at least she will admire your courage.
Yeah, and here's the thing. If this person says, look, I'm sorry, but I don't just feel that way towards you, then you can move on. The quicker, even if it's a negative answer, the quicker you get the answer, the quicker you can move on.
Yes.
So I think there's no negatives in approaching the person and saying, this is how I feel.
Actually, there's more negatives if you don't approach the person, because you're going to be there daydreaming. Every time you see her, you're going to be like, oh, does she like me? And then fantasizing in your mind, oh yeah, we're going out and having a family together. It's all in your mind.
It's like this thing where the guy says, look, I've been dating this girl for 2 years. She just doesn't know that she's my girlfriend yet. Right?
So yeah, I think you should just go for it. And then, you know, life is like this. Life is not made of yeses only. It's made of yeses and sometimes more no's than yeses, and that's how you grow in life.
And just for us to finish that question, you know, there's a couple who they've been attending our Love Talk Live seminars, and they have a really interesting story. You know, I think for something like 4 years, the guy tried to get the girl to like him, and she always said no. Actually, she said no very strongly. She said, listen, don't talk to me anymore. And for 4 years, this guy didn't give up. And recently they started dating and they're getting on really well. So sometimes you may hear a no, but in the end, if you persevere, things change. Like Elena said earlier, she might admire your courage. Okay?
Absolutely.
It's been a pleasure to be with you. Remember, you can contact us via our email address, questions@lovetalkshow.tv, or feel free to send us your questions also on our Facebook page, Love Talk Show.
Absolutely. See you next time.
Bye-bye.